What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about a brand new update in Pokemon Go PvP. Yes, we have new moves, we have a new update to the combat system, and we're going to be taking a look at the first ever ranks for next season. I went ahead and made custom rankings. I've shared them with absolutely everybody, but today I'm going to be sharing them with you. So without further ado, let's quickly take a look at what these move updates are, and then we'll take a look at the ranks. So I'm just going to play through this. First, we've got a switch to the 45-second timer of the switch instead of a 50-second timer, and now we've got attack changes. So we have a rework of Aura Sphere going from 100 damage to 80, and the energy cost is decreasing. We have a Body Slam rework. Well, not rework, just a straight up buff going from 50 to 55 power. Weather Ball going from 55 to 60 power. This is the case for all forms of Weather Ball. Charm getting a damage decrease but an energy increase. Confusion getting an energy generation increase, so that is a strict buff. Breaking Swipe getting a bit of a rework. Energy cost increased, but the guaranteed chance to decrease the opponent Pokemon's defense as opposed to attack. Dragon Breath going from 4 to 3 power, but the energy generation increased. Is it a Psywave clone potentially? Dragon Claw now going from 50 to 80 power, massive damage buff, but the energy cost is increased. Dragon Pulse, now energy cost decreased, so it's just a better move. Dragon Tail going from 13 to 9 power, but the energy generation has increased. Aerial Ace getting reworked here, going up to 60 power, but the energy cost also getting increased. Drill Peck going from 65 to 70 damage, that is a strict buff. Next, we've got Peck, energy generation increased. Is this fast move finally viable? Next, we have Sky Attack going from 85 to 75 power, but the energy cost decreases, maybe getting reverted back to its original form. Ember going from 7 to 4 power, huge nerf there, but energy generation increased, maybe a Mudshot clone. We've got Flame Wheel going from 60 to 80 power, but the energy cost has decreased. Weather Ball, we've seen this already, from 55 to 60 power. Gyro Ball getting a buff, going from the energy cost just simply decreasing, so a strict buff there. Steel Wing, energy generation decreased, maybe in preparation for the Corviknight Community Day. We've got Leafage getting an energy generation increase, likely to be a Shadow Claw clone. Seed Bomb going from 65 to 55 power, but the energy cost decreased, likely to be a Discharge clone. Rock Slide getting reverted from 65 to 75 power. Smackdown getting a buff. Basti users everywhere are absolutely thrilled. Weather Ball going from 55 to 60 power. Scorching Sands, chance to lower the opponent's Pokemon's attack is decreased. This is Diggersby getting the Drapion effect. We've got Voltwitch going from 12 to 14 power. That is a strict buff. Water Pulse now costs less energy, so a little bit cheaper there. Strict buff. Weather Ball, we've seen this already, 55 to 60 power. Weather Ball Ice, same thing, 55 to 60 power. We've got now attack availability updates. Starting off strong, we've got Salamence now able to learn Brutal Swing. Incineroar also going to be able to learn Brutal Swing. Turtonator also going to be able to learn a Brutal Swing. Shelgon now has access to the Charge Attack Crunch. Salamence also has access to the Charged Attack Crunch. Next up, we have Garchomp will now be able to learn the Charge Attack Breaking Swipe. Turtonator now has access to Dragon Claw. Torkoal now has access to Flame Wheel. Remember that Ember also got reworked. Altaria now has coverage with Flamethrower. Empoleon now has a fantastic fast attack in Metal Sound. Kommo-o also getting Metal Sound for fairy coverage. Fearow getting access to Drill Peck. They always buff Fearow. What is that? Dodrio now has access to the Fast Attack Peck. Xatu also getting the Fast Attack Peck, as well as Togekiss getting the Fast Attack Peck. Charizard now has a new Charge Attack in Air Cutter. Alolan Raichu getting access to the Charge Attack Psyshock. Xatu as well getting the access to Psyshock, as well as Galarian Slowking. Victini as well, and Delphox too. All these Pokemon getting Psyshock. Next up, we have Aromatisse also getting Psyshock. Druddigon getting access to Rock Tomb. That'll be nice for a very glassy Pokemon. Tyrunt also getting access to Rock Tomb, as well as Tyrantrum getting access to Rock Tomb, as well as Hakamo-o also getting access to Rock Tomb. Crustle getting access to Rockricker without even a community day. That is absolutely amazing. Flygon getting access to the Charge Attack Sand Tomb. Krookodile will now be able to learn the Charge Attack Sand Tomb as well. Nidoqueen able to learn Mud Slap next season. Torterra as well, finally getting a good fast move with Mud Slap. Pachirisu finally gets coverage. It now can know Hyper Fang. Kingdra getting Swift for its charge attack instead of Octazooka, potentially Trailblaze for Dodrio. We've got Upper Hand on Kommo-o, Raikou getting access to Aura Sphere, Celebi getting access to Aura Sphere, as well as Latias and Latios getting access to Aura Sphere. And that's not it, Jirachi as well getting the access to Aura Sphere. Slowbro now getting access to Drain Punch. You're going to see a bunch of Pokemon getting access to Drain Punch. I'm actually not going to go through all of these because they're not relevant. Drain Punch did not get a buff this season. However, you can expect to see a buff to Drain Punch in the future, and maybe a new mechanic in the future where potentially you heal in battle with an attack. That would be super cool. But loads of Pokemon getting access to this coverage move of Drain Punch. So definitely expect to see this move getting an update in the future. It's still going. So many Pokemon are going to be able to learn this Charge Attack Drain Punch. What else do we have? Venusaur now able to learn the Charge Attack Sludge, so finally getting a bait move, and finally Dragonite getting the Charge Attack Thunder Punch for coverage. So that is all of the move updates. Now let's take a look at the rankings never before seen that I have custom made on a local copy of PvPoke. We've got Shadow Altered Giratina at rank number 1 with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw both getting a buff. Same with Regidrago. Diggersby and Fortress, Primeape all stayed the same, holding their own, but Altaria up to number 6 with the Dragon Breath buff, as well as the Sky Attack decrease in energy. We've got Wiggly with the Charm rework up to number 8. We've got, what else is new? I mean, Gastron did get buffed with Body Slam and Water Pulse, but it is still opting for Earth Power. What else can we take a look at? We've got Bastiodon with a buffed Smackdown to 13. Zweilous up to number 15 with Dragon Breath and Body Slam. Araquanid with the Water Pulse buff up to 17. A bunch of dragons. Dragonair here as well. Shadow Gyarados up to rank 26. We've got Pachirisu with the buffed Volt Switch up to 31, as well as Dachshund with the buffed Charm and Body Slam up to 33. Goodra to 35. Metang now running Gyro Ball with the buffed Gyro Ball up to 36. What else do we have here? We've got Carbink actually opting still for Power Gem over Rock Slide. We've got Shadow Claw Giratina all the way down here at 44 because of all the Dragon Breath users. That makes sense. Lapras not opting for Dragon Pulse, instead still opting for Sparkling Aura and Ice Beam. What else? We've got Dartrix with Leafage up to rank 54. That is absolutely incredible. Lickitung making a bit of a comeback up to 57. What else do we have here? We're looking at Trumbeak at number 66. This is Shadow Trumbeak with Peck and Drillpeck. That is absolutely incredible. Oranguru with the Confusion buff up to 68 in the Great League. What else do we have? Arctobax, Dragon Breath, 74. What else? Anything else cool that I may have missed? The regular Metang still running Return, but actually worse. Dragon Breath Giratina up to 90. We've kind of already seen that. Hippowdon with the buffed Weather Ball Rock with the nerfed Scorching Sands at 92. Donphan with Body Slam buff up to 95. Drampa at 97 with Dragon Breath. Dunsparce with the Rock Slide buff to 99. We've got anything else new? Trevenant with the Seed Bomb rework to 109. Weather Ball Ice on Auroras up to 110. Same with Ninetales. Trumbeak at 120. This is an XL Pokemon right there. Celio with the buffed Body Slam to 126. I'm not sure how much further I want to go. We have Shadow Palkia actually at rank 129. That's kind of crazy. Oh, wow. Drapion has absolutely fallen. That is pretty incredible. All the dragon Pokemon probably making it a bit tricky for that Pokemon. And then we have Crustle. I don't know why it's still running Rock Slide as opposed to the buffed Rock Wrecker. I know the pacing's a little bit more expensive, but 3.17 damage per energy is absolutely insane. 50 damage for, 50 energy for 158 damage is insane. So don't know why that moveset's wrong. But yeah, everything else looks pretty much the same. So these are the custom rankings. Of course, these aren't perfectly accurate and they are subject to change, but I wanted to get this out there, showcase off what is going to be good next season. I'm very, very excited. I hope you are too. And yeah, that's going to be it for me from this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.